Good evening, Freight Masters. I have a pretty good video for you guys today lined up, or at least I hope you're going to like it. Um, as you see from the title, I'm going to show you another way to find freight shippers, and this is probably one that's been hiding right under your nose and you didn't even know about it, right? I know that finding freight shippers is you guys love hearing that, right? You guys love finding leads and things, but I digress. Um, so uh, before I get into that, you guys, hey, if you're looking for any other additional resources, freightbrokerresources.com. If you're looking for factoring, tips on sales pitches, just some general information. If you want to keep up on industry news, maybe you're looking for training. Maybe you're not a freight agent or a freight broker yet, but you want to be. We've got a whole bunch of stuff there for you. Okay? So, all right. Without any further ado, let's get into it. All right? So, you've got your DAT load board, right? Or at least I hope you do, because we're all a big fan of DAT, right? So some of you, maybe have looked at some of this, but maybe just never messed with it. Oh, and before I get too far along, for you freight brokers, as a reminder, I just did a video, my last video on DATCon 2022, August 5th through the 7th in Austin, Texas. If you're looking for more information on that, check that out. You're not going to want to miss it. Okay? All right. So, go ahead and click on your directory, and it's going to bring you to this page. Okay? So, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and click on shippers. Okay? And you're like, okay, well, what do I do from here? I'm glad you asked. You're going to click on advanced search. Oh, look at that. So, for you freight agents, for you freight brokers out there, maybe you've got a lane that you're moving regularly. Okay? Let's say maybe Chicago to Dallas, let's just say, just hypothetically. Okay? But your carriers keep telling you, hey, do you have anything for me coming back out of Dallas, going back up towards Chicago? Right? Putting together that dumbbell, right? Point A to point B and back. Okay, we've talked about that in previous videos. So, what you're going to want to do is just go ahead and click on your... Oh, let's get that off of there. Oh, wait a minute. What'd I do? Okay, there we go. You're going to want to click on that and then scroll down to Texas. There we are. All right. And then we're going to look for Dallas. So we're just going to go down here. And like I said, I'm just doing this sort of off the cuff here for you guys so you can kind of see, right? And you can set your radius, right? Just like when you're searching for trucks or something. You can break that down by commodity. Maybe you're looking for agricultural, beverages, chemicals, computers, electronic equipment, maybe furniture, clothing, just general freight. Maybe you're into hauling hay and grain, that kind of a thing. Hazmat, household goods. You get the idea, right? I'm not going to go through and read all of that to you like a 2-year-old. So, if you want, you can break that down. For this demonstration purposes, we're just going to leave that all by default. Okay? And then we're going to hit search. And we found 11 companies. Okay? And it's got all of their information there. So there's an import company, gypsum company, so that'd be like drywall, that kind of thing. There's a dairy company, just all kinds of stuff, guys. And you can do this anywhere. And then there's another one here, Tuesday Morning Corporation. I'm not sure what they do, but you can click on them. It gives you their phone number. You can click on more details, right? So you can kind of, get their address, things like that. check out their days to pay and their credit score. So this particular company, they typically pay in 23 days. So, well, it was 23. This says 22. But they've got a credit score of 90. So odds are, right, when we talk about qualifying carriers, if you remember for some of the previous videos, you're going to want to make sure that before you submit that credit for a new prospect, or a new customer, you kind of want to do a little bit of background to make sure you're not wasting their time and yours, right? So this would probably be a safe bet company, okay? Because they've already got a history, at least, through Ansonia, right? Because it says right here, that's where it pulls it up from, is Ansonia, on what their average days to pay is and what their credit score is. Now, you can only get to 100 on DAT for a credit score. So, and we can go back to our search results here. And then back over here, let's pull up. Okay, here's one, BMX Imports. Now, some companies, because not everybody gets a 5-star rating or something, some people just don't leave reviews, right? If you ever seen a popular product on Amazon or something, that might have been a bad choice because almost everything on Amazon has a rating. But from time to time, you see something and you're thinking, oh, that should be pretty popular, but there's no reviews on it listed on that website, or maybe they're just a relatively, they decided that, they wanted to join DAT and look at spot market rates, things like that. Maybe that's what they use it for. I do have customers that they don't post their loads, but they do look at what the spot market rate is from time to time to find out if, brokers are being, price gouging with them, or, what capacity is kind of looking like in the area based on posted trucks and that kind of thing. So they might not have a review on there, but they are listed, right? So there's several different reasons. So we can go ahead and look at all the reviews and see what that's about. Called to connect with their transportation manager. Derek is extremely rude. Don't even try to connect with this company. He asks a question and gives no time for a response. It was 6 months ago. I don't know. It might have been maybe a new freight agent that just, got easily offended and didn't, couldn't answer the questions quickly enough for that shipper. You have to remember, guys, like I've said before, a lot of shippers get like 50, 100, 200 phone calls a day from brokers trying to solicit their business. So this is why, again, going back to previous videos, we talked about differentiating yourself from the rest of the pack. Don't go in there with just a copycat script and just start reading that off and expect to start getting shippers, right? Because it's probably been replayed by 1,000 other brokers 10,000 times a day or 100,000 times a day, and they've heard that same old spiel word for word. It sounds like you're reading from a script and not just kind of like letting it flow, so I mean, it could be anything. Now, maybe they really were rude. Maybe they were having a bad day. Maybe their dog died or something. You run into that. I've called shippers before that were kind of rude. I don't have time for this, and they hang up the phone before you barely even get your name out. They just kind of know. Wait, call back a month later. They're having a much better day, and bazinga, I get their business. So don't be too. I probably would not have left that review, just for that simple fact. I mean, what's the point, right? If they're rude, whatever. Water off a duck's back, or at least it should be. So don't get easily offended. Probably just somebody, like I said, it kind of almost sounds like they just are tired of hearing the word no, which, hey, if you're watching this video, reach out to me. Maybe I can help you out with that. So, anywho, but yeah, guys, you guys can use this, for anything. And if you're a carrier watching this, maybe looking to connect with a broker, maybe looking for your own direct shippers, you guys can use this as well. Um, we can even change this up. Let's look at, let's take Dallas out of there, and let's look at, I don't know, Houston maybe, or there we go. There's Houston. So there's 21 more leads, right? And it's all on there. 3 more pages of leads. Maybe you're into hauling automobiles or something. Like I said, a few more details. No credit score, no days to pay. Maybe they went out of business. Maybe they're brand new. Doesn't really, not that I see or do I remember seeing any kind of a like member sense or something. Maybe I'll have to contact DAT and just see if maybe they could give us like their active date or something on there. I have somebody that I can call or email over there, so maybe that would be something that they might find would be beneficial to brokers and carriers as well. Because without a credit score or days to pay, you might go, when in actuality maybe they're a long-standing customer, or shipper. They've been around for 50 years or something, but they're just new to DAT, for whatever reason. Warehouse rack company, right? Let's check that out. Okay, wow. So they've got a credit score of 90, 30 days to pay. Looks like they had a little bit of a fluctuation right here. Looks like they really kind of they dropped off by January. Their days to pay got longer. Their credit score went down. Looks like they started to kind of pick it back up and everything. Dropped again in July, and then as of the end of last month, they've kind of gotten things back on track. So, that could be maybe whatever. Accounting department had some issues or something. Who knows? I know some shippers that ship a lot. Sometimes, they just don't have the staffing right now. So many places hiring right now. It's crazy stupid, but maybe they just got overwhelmed and they couldn't keep up with getting everybody's invoices processed within a timely manner. So all things to kind of consider. So I wouldn't necessarily count them out. Like I said, their average days of pay are 30. Now if they're out there at 45, 60, even 90, okay, why is that? I've got some shippers that's just their policy. They pay every 45 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever it is. So you have to decide, is the risk worth the reward? Am I getting enough freight from them? Am I going to be able to get a large enough line of credit for them? Or am I just going to work a week's worth of freight and then, wait till they pay it off in 3 months? Not that I wouldn't necessarily, go ahead and still work with that customer maybe, but it would depend, opportunity for maybe larger margins or something. It's a personal decision that you kind of have to make on your own. But yeah, guys, I just thought I would share that with you. Like I said, just one of the other many reasons why I'm such a big fan of DAT. They've got it going on. Right? They're all that in a bag of potato chips. So, yeah. Like I said, there's all kinds of features and functions on here. Maybe we'll go through some more of those. I just kind of wanted to jump on here real quick for you guys and share that with you. It's Monday. I actually wanted to get to this video yesterday for you guys. So I do apologize for being a day late. although you don't know that, right? Or until now, I just dime myself out. But I am in the process of moving in like 12 days. Yeah, 12 days. I will be in a new office and everything. I'm actually kind of hoping that maybe I can, with the new office, I can get the lighting adjusted a little bit better. For some reason, it seems like anytime I try to play with the lighting, I don't know, it's goofy, and I'm hoping that that'll work out a little bit better, and I'll be not so faded looking on here, right? Yeah, see, look at my, oh, where'd I go? Yeah, it messes with my, but anywho, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you know, some of those shipper leads work out for you. Like I said, whether you're putting together a dumbbell, maybe you're still looking for your first customer, you know, by all means, obviously if they're on DAT, they're probably shipping freight, you know, so reach out to them. Do your homework. If you guys have any questions, if you like this video, drop me a comment down below. I hope my little sound went off earlier. I had it loaded on here. One of you guys had posted in a couple of videos back that you guys wanted some sounds. So I'm hoping that that came through. I can't really listen to you know, myself through this, otherwise I was getting too much feedback, because I wanted to listen to how everything was coming through for you guys. So I guess I'll have to go back and watch it. But anywho, all right, guys, with that being said, I love y'all. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that bell notification, so you can see these videos when I do them in the future. And if you guys have any suggestions for any other future videos or anything like that you'd like to see, hey, by all means, you know, I mean, I kind of have, you know, some topics that I feel like, you know, I needed to go over. But if there's something else that you guys, you know, really would like me to cover, by all means, hey, drop a comment down below and I'll do my best to talk about it in the next video. Okay, so yeah, be kind to one another.